Hello! How are we today, lovelies? How's it going? Hope you're all having a good day. Hi, everyone. Hi, Hope. Hi, Phoenix. Hi, Dan. Mwah, love you. Hi, Core. Hi, Growlith. It's me. It's me. Wow. I'm lovely blushes. Sure. I'm excited for golf later. I am as well. I missed out last time. Last time I attempted to organise a community night, I missed out. I haven't played this game at all. I do own it now. It was on sale, which was nice. I had to double check, but yes, I was able to get it. I'm afraid I am eating lunch. If you want tips for stream, let me know. It's fun if I go in blind. It wouldn't let me buy it for you. Oh, thank you, Core. You buy me enough games. It's fine. How many players is it? Someone in chat answer that. I think 16 or... okay. I'm going to say no one knows. Maybe 12. Okay. We don't know. Just say you don't know. It's fine. It's okay not to know. Hi-ish. More than 4. Cool. Cool. 1 to 8. There we go. That sounds like a concrete answer. And it's well timed because there was an update, like, this week, wasn't there? So there's new things, even though I've never played before. It's funny how there are 2 games now that are golf, but we turned on PvP. But they're different enough that you can play them separately. I apologise, I am not remotely done eating. But hey, it means I'm giving stream time to let this be the thumbnail. So I can be on Twitch and be like, look! Boobs! You like boobs? Please come watch me. Even though I'm not that kind of streamer. Boobs, yep. Boobs. You like Renon, don't you, chat? They do. You do, don't you? Using my boobs for bait. Well, I gotta pay the mortgage somehow, haven't I? As we established the other day. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. What do I get out of this? Boobs. A booby trap that actually catches boobies. Yeah, but I'm paying for those. Well, there you go. It's part of the service, right? Right? I need my own VIP badge that's just owner of boobs. Oh my god. Part of me's like, I wish Twitch would let us give more custom roles, but I bet they never will because it will immediately be abused. People will abuse the shit out of that. I'm pretty sure I would have sole rights to that. I mean, I don't know what the correct response here is. So I'm just going to elect to not say anything. Owner of the on-screen boobs. What, so you pass it around like a stick? It's Boopy's turn to hold the boob stick. To be honest, I don't think we should split the viewer base between titty haver and non-titty haver, but that's just me. Of course not. It's all in jest. We're not being serious. I will settle with the type of boobzilla. Oh my god. Not to be confused with the fluffy ladies' tids. It's good to have a sensible conversation, isn't it, guys? It's good to know we can all be very mature. Anyway, I'm almost done with the crisps. Yummy. Yum. I also have a slice of cake, but I'll wait a few minutes before I eat that. Let's do some work. If you haven't already, check out the Vera starting gear. Yes. I don't actually know what the Vera starting gear is like. I'm very sort of just... I have no opinions on the Mikote one. I'm like, it's starting gear. You're basically never gonna keep it. It's basically lace underwear. Oh my god. But isn't there actual lace underwear though? Doesn't the game have actual lace underwear? Mm-hmm. Oh, it's having a think already. We love that. I just got here and it's having a think. This is why I have to turn off literally everything when I try to do Substance Painter work. My goals for today have been achieved. Have a conversation about TIDs and a conversation about outrageous breakfast sandwiches. I mean, it was outrageous. It was pretty outrageous. Are you done? Substance? We done? Was it truly outrageous summons gem? That's a reference that's lost on me, I'm afraid. I will check it out. Can you tell me where to find it? I have never known where you get starting gear. Huh. That's not a question that's ever come up. Ooh. Substance Painter is misbehaving a lot today. That's not a good sign. We've barely started. Yeah, I'm a little. Also, I'm slightly frustrated. I spent 3 hours last night in Blender trying to fix out this normals issue with this here. You see how these bits of fluff especially, there's like a noticeable, like the light is acting weird on it. So you see how like the light here is making this light grey, and then this is very notably darker than the surrounding bits of fur. I spent 3 hours trying to fix it to no real avail, which is very frustrating. Hello, Jay. If you didn't get that reference, you're probably under 25. I'm over 25 and don't get it. Yeah, I'm also over 25 and didn't get it. Gem and the Holograms. Okay. I'm gonna guess that's a show? Is that a show of some kind? Then that just means the core is 125. I mean, that's possible. Okay, well, I guess I'll do some more spots. I still need to finalize the actual like edge of the chest here. Like I've gone and done this bit. Oh yeah, boopies. I almost forgot. I think I maybe did this too thin on the neck. I wanted to see what you thought. Is this a bit thin? You guys be happy to know that even when I have the VTuber off, I still wiggle to music. Can't help the wiggle. Right, I intentionally wanted to do these asymmetrically. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And no one else will do. Okay, I kind of need to work out where the sort of like border of the spots are going to be because they don't go all over the grey of the tail. Like, there's not going to be spots here. So there's like basically an invisible border of where the spots go. But, excuse me. $45 Peter Bonnier, damn. 45 already? That's crazy. Blech. Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. I told you before. It's been long enough. If you make that mistake, you don't get the points refunded. You've been here long enough to know better. Damn, I'm one away from a bingo. The likelihood of that happening is low. It actually probably depends on if a certain person hangs out tonight, because that's basically an in joke with a certain person. I think I let my tea brew a little bit too long. I was trying to do too many things at once. Means it'll have plenty of caffeine in it, though. Because the longer you brew tea, the more caffeine diffuses into it. Which is going to be needed. So, for a topic to talk about, Growlithe! How you feeling about the Amazing Digital Circus? How you feeling? How you feeling? I want to know. It's my current obsession at the moment. I'm looking forward to answers. Yeah, I think that's what a lot of people are feeling. Part of it, I'm a bit like, Jesus, this is one of the things where I'm like, do I feel like spoilers at the moment? Because I don't know how many people are into it / want to watch it. It's been out 2 weeks. Is 2 weeks long enough to discuss spoilers? I watched a video analysing Pomni's character growth, which was very interesting. Ooh, I'd like to see that. I'm consuming a lot of Digital Circus media at the moment because I'm feral. So I'm just like, give me the content. I'm part of the problem. Currently, I'm watching TB Skyen literally watch all of the episodes and sort of analyze the animation. If you don't know, TB Skyen does those shorts where he analyzes like Pokemon designs or any sort of character designs. Really, I think the Pokemon ones kind of made him his popularity go up quite a bit. But he also analyzes like Final Fantasy character designs, League character designs. He's an artist and I think also a 2D animator and artist. So he just does like analysis stuff. So I saw he was doing analysis videos of the Digital Circus, and I was like, give the content. And it's kind of fun because it kind of doubles as like a rewatch of some of the earlier episodes, because I actually haven't gone back and rewatched them. And after watching episode 8, going back and seeing some of the older ones, it's like, oh, especially number 3, which I believe was the Halloween one. Number 3 was the Halloween episode. Watching number 3 after seeing episode 8, wow. It makes you think. It makes you think. Yeah, the animation quality like goes up a lot, especially from episode 1, the pilot, which is not surprising, but also just like some of the narrative things, again, especially in number 3, some of the like narrative things that get said with the context of 8 now, you sort of go, what the fuck? Like, it was messed up at the time as well, but it's even more messed up now when you realize that, because episode 3 is the horror one, and in that brief moment where Pomni gets possessed by, like, the evil ghosts say, how's your wife, Kinga? Which is fucked up when you remember that all of the adventures are made by Kane. That's messed up. Found one that has a timeline of everything that happened before Pomni. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I bet that there's a lot of like lore people who like piece together all the bits because we get all the bits differently. Because now we got a lot of like early timeline stuff in episode 8 as well as what the thing that happened. You know, the crash out. Because we know that Kinga is the last person left over from the first batch. Hi, Hope. Hope making me have a drink before I go off on one. So Kinga is like the last of the original group, if you want to call them that. We know that Scratch the dog was the first person to abstract. We know that Scratch worked with Kinga to offer advice on making Kane, but Kinga was like the primary person who made Kane. Not the digital circus. Kane made the circus, but Kinga made Kane. With help from Scratch. But Scratch abstracted first. And out of the original group, aside from Kinga, Queenie abstracted last. Then in the new group, Ragatha appeared first. I don't remember who appeared after Ragatha, but I do believe that information is out there. I think it was... I think it was Ragatha, Jax, Gangle, Zubul, Pomni. I believe Gangle is before Pomni, and Pomni's the most recent. I don't know where in that timeline Ribbit and Kalfmo appear. And Ribbit abstracted before Kalfmo did, and Kalfmo abstracted in episode 1. So in the second group, it seems that only 2 people have abstracted, because all of the pictures that we've seen on the doors, I think we see in the flashback of the first group. It's me thinking out loud. My theories aren't cooked well yet, because I still need to rewatch everything. Yeah. I was just saying to Growlith, I'm semi-rewatching them. I'm watching someone analyze them, which is kind of also rewatching them. But they're, like, analyzing the animation, and it's really funny because it's the first time they're watching them. The videos that I'm watching are a couple of months old. But, like, it's the first time they're watching them, and they're an animator, so they go through and they're like, oh, it's interesting that, like, when they do this, because it kind of symbolizes this thing. And it's one of those things where you sit there with your head in your hands going, oh, the foreshadowing! Oh, it was there the whole time! Can you link that? Absolutely. Enjoy having stuff to watch, because these videos, on average, of him analysing them, on average, they're 3 hours long, and the episodes are 30 minutes, so he manages to really... Yeah, he like, he's an animator, so he's, like, going through frame by frame, and he'll go through and watch things over and over again. So if you're okay with that, if you're okay with someone scrubbing through a video and, like, going through multiple times, which, as someone who is also artistically inclined, I am interested in that. I'm not an animator, but I am an artist, so I am interested. It's just cool. Let's see, that's the channel. The guy has 3 channels, which is crazy. He's got, like, his main channel, his second channel is where he posts his shorts, and I think the third channel is where he posts, like, stream VODs, I think these are, which is what I'm watching. So let me find episode 1 for you. I'm on episode 5 now. Videos. Let me link these for you. Episode 4, episode 2, episode 1. Here we go. The video is called Okay Fine, I'm going to react to 1 episode. Audience, he did more than that. There you go. There you go. The thumbnail of the video, I can show you because it's here at the moment. The thumbnail of the video, just so you know what you're getting in for, the thumbnail of the video is: the first 20 minutes of this reaction are spent on the first 30 seconds of the episode because I'm normal. It's serving neurodivergence. If you like seeing people talk about things they are passionate about, good video. So yeah. So I've been watching those. So that's like doubled as a rewatch. But yeah. Seems very neat. He's again because he likes to analyze and talk about these things. He does a lot of like objective opinion things. But also simultaneously he does have one opinion which will come up frequently, which is that he hates motion blur, and Glitch use motion blur all the time on almost everything, and it's like the only thing that he gets annoyed at because he wants to see like the animation techniques, and he's like, I can't see the animation under the motion blur, which is kind of just funny to me. But yeah, let me give you an example if I can find it. Because there is like one key example. Here we go. Am I allowed to give spoilers for the series or not? I said this to Growth. I don't know if we should give spoilers for episode 8, but anything before then, I guess we can. It's been 2 weeks, so I don't know how people feel on spoilers. But here, watch this. Actually, I'm about to. Yeah, this is one of those things where I'll look directly at you guys because it's technically a spoiler, but only if you know. You know. Stares directly at chat. Stares directly at you. That's his reaction in episode 1. Hi, Raz. That's episode 1. Stares directly at you. That's his reaction in episode 1 that he said that about Jax. Watching that with the knowledge of episode 8, I was like, okay. 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 I can't find the interesting Pomni analysis. I mean, it's fine. Unsurprisingly, my algorithm on YouTube at the moment is like 90% Amazing Digital Circus videos, so it will likely cross my path. I need to watch this series and come here to freak out about it, don't I? Please! I'm very normal about it, I promise. I promise I didn't literally start this conversation with, hey Growlith, how did you find episode 8? Because I want to talk about it. It's a good series. It's a good series. I'm like, part of me is like, they have to be so concise in episode 9. Because episode 9 is the last episode, and they have confirmed there will not be a season 2. So, like, there are so many. Part of me is like, are they just going to leave some questions unanswered? Is it going to be one of those series where it's like, it's up to you to work it out? Or literally just like one of those where it's like, oh, it's left ambiguous on purpose? Because, like, there's so many questions. And I don't think they're going to answer them all. I don't think there's enough time in an episode. And it would feel really rushed if they did, and they definitely see, because apparently, like, Gooseworks, the person who is, like, the creator of the show and the premise and stuff and all the characters, apparently she's gone on record saying that, like, Glitch is very artist-forward, of, like, they let her, you know, have her artistic vision and things, and, like, she didn't want filler episodes and things like that, which is why there aren't any. So, like, it seems like she will get to do and tell the story that she wants. I love answering all the questions and not answering all the questions and letting them go to a mystery. I want some answers, but I can appreciate not having all the answers, but I want some. I want some. But it is kind of nice to have a show that, in a way, sort of almost respects your intelligence. Because, like, I feel like it's not a major spoiler to say that in episode 8, we actually see an interaction between Kinga and his wife. But, like, we worked out that that was his wife many episodes before she appeared. Just based on the context clues. Also, it was funny to me. It's kind of sweet because, again, in episode 3, man, watching episode 3 with the knowledge of episode 8 is crazy. If you go back and watch any episode, watch episode 3, but, like, go back and rewatch them all, sure. But watching episode 3 with the knowledge of episode 8 was crazy, but it was so sweet seeing Kinga talk about his wife and talking about how she likes bugs. And then you remember, like, you know, the butterfly. In episode 1, he talks about, like, people's insect collections. But also there's kind of the fun thing of him, he says, like, oh, I used to hate bugs. And I'm like, did he say he used to hate bugs because he's a programmer? And programmers don't like bugs, computer bugs. And I was like, maybe that's just me reading into things, but I like to think that. He says he doesn't like bugs because he's a programmer. But then his wife makes him like bugs, as in the actual bugs, insects, because she's an entomologist. I think I have to look up the inspiration. I have no mouth and I must scream. I can help you with that as well. I also went and I listened to the audiobook version of I Have No Mouth. It is very dark, just so you are aware. Here you go. Let me get this for you. This is the audiobook version of I Have No Mouth. It is read by the author. It is free on YouTube. This is for adults. I know that all of you in chat are adults, but this is for adults, because it has very dark themes in it, such as torture. This is dark, but yeah, it's very short, 40 minutes. I listened to this in a single sitting after I got obsessed with the Amazing Digital Circus. Yeah. Also just a good bit of literature to read. I believe I Have No Mouth is one of the very first examples in literature of the trope of an AI going evil. I believe it's one of the very first examples of that happening. So that was just like an interesting bit of like literature to consume. Because as you guys know, I'm an audiobook person, so it's a short story, it's a 40-minute one. There's also available on YouTube, I think I found it on YouTube just having a look, is the radio drama version that was on the BBC. That is also on YouTube for free. That one is half an hour, so it trims out a few bits. Because the radio drama, they have, you know, a radio drama is different from an audiobook, because typically an audiobook is generally one person. You can get audiobooks that have multiple voices, but they are just reading the book. A radio drama has generally a tweaked script. So it is more like a stage performance of it. And they often have, like, one of the characters be a narrator in a radio drama, so they're both very good. So if you want the slightly shorter version, that is also on YouTube. I won't link that one. But yeah. And yeah, it's also very funny because look, if you Google "I Have No Mouth, I'm a Scream," you've got the audiobook that I just linked. You have an animatic of the hate speech that Am does. You've got the radio drama. You've got another animated version of the hate speech, and then there's a digital circus video. And then there's a digital circus video. I watched this. It was also good. How the Amazing Digital Circus echoes its inspiration. It's a video about the Amazing Digital Circus and I Have No Mouth. So after you have listened to the audiobook, consider watching that. And it's the 4th video that comes up if you type in I Have No Mouth and I'm a Scream. So there you go. Added that to the tabs of stuff I'm going to watch. Yeah. Can you see what I mean when I was like, this became my obsession? You'll notice that all of these videos have little red bars under them to show that I watched them. They all have little red bars under them. There's also a video game version of I Have No Mouth, which is also equally dark. I have not yet watched a playthrough of that, but I might. But yeah. My university lecturer would be so proud of me because he always tried to instill into our heads to, as he said, read around the topic. As he would say, of just like, if you have like a theme for a game, you know, because remember I studied games design, so he's like, if there's like a theme you want to explore, or you're, you know, the kind of game that you want to make, and if there's like narrative things that you want to do, you need to find examples of those, but then also find things that are related to those examples. So he'd be so proud of me because it's like, oh my god, I love the Digital Circus, and rather than just sticking to Digital Circus, we go look at what inspired that. So he'd be very proud of me. As I said, it's. I think I Have No Mouth is one of the earliest examples of rogue AI in literature, which would then go on to inspire many things. Obviously, the idea of rogue AI and rogue machines is very common now, especially in video games, because often they'll just be like the enemy's just rogue robots. But you know, things like Hal from, you know, Space. The Why is the name escaping me? You know, Hal, obviously GLaDOS in gaming is quite well known as well. And I looked a bit more. Oh, okay. This might be spoilers, so I won't read it aloud. Yes, I have seen this. Yes, I have seen this. God, I want to talk about this so bad, but it's spoilers. Yes, I and many other people paused the video to read through that screen, and yes, it seems like there is another person, and the people think it might be who you are referring to. God, I want to talk about this so bad. I want to talk about this. So I'll have to type it to you. I'm frantically typing because we're talking about my hyperfixation. Frantically talking. Obsession. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed. Comes to a break screen and joins the VC. I can't do that because then we'll be on a break screen for 20 minutes. I'm curious. I think I know the theory you're hinting at. Well, the fact that I mentioned a screen and reading, you can probably guess. Because I feel like saying that we were reading something on a screen is nice and vague enough for episode 8. "20 minutes is less than I thought. I'm being generous." Famously, I cannot tell time. Timeliness is a neurodivergent ADHD trait, which I exhibit in droves. I'm happy to chat after stream. Don't tempt me with a good time. I gotta get ready for second stream today, remember? See, part of me is like, we could do like a group rewatch in Discord, but that's basically going to be me repeating a lot of the stuff that I'm like seeing myself, and also like a lot of the stuff that Skyen is saying in his video, because I'll probably just be like, see, look, if you see here, you can see this thing happens here, and all of that, and just, yeah. Because much like TV Skyen, I am a big fan. I mean, people, if you couldn't tell, I like Kane anyway. I liked Kane anyway. It was very funny. I liked Kane anyway as a character. I like him even more after episode 8, which is ironic. But I like him even more now. And almost every single video that he does where he is analyzing the video, he talks about how just well animated and designed Kane is, and like his rig and how he works, and just how good he is design wise. And I'm like, yes, he is. He's so silly and I love him. Excuse me. I'm not going to show you because sometimes some things are for yourself, but I drew fan art for the first time in probably like 15 years. Because, you know, when you're a budding artist, fan art is like most of what you probably start to draw. That's probably how you get into drawing a lot of the time, is you like a thing, so you draw a picture of it, you know? And then a lot of my art progressed into art of my own characters, especially when the D&D phase started. So there was a lot of drawing my D&D characters and stuff. And then obviously now there's a lot of furry art as well, sort of interlaced with that. I do still doodle D&D stuff from time to time, even though we haven't actually played a D&D game for like 2 years. But that's going to be changing next week. Yay. We're actually going to play D&D again, but that's a whole other conversation. But, I drew a picture of Kane. Because that's how obsessed I've become. And I've not shown it to anyone because sometimes you should have things for yourself. And before people raise eyebrows, nothing weird about it, it's just spoilers. It's just spoilers for the most recent episode. Mm-hmm. So yeah, last night I finished the episode 4 reaction, so I'm now on the episode 5 reaction. I am looking forward to getting into the later ones. Things I don't really mean. Hi, Nemo. Oh, I just realized as well, just like, yes. I made a caffeinated tea today. That probably explains the last 20 minutes. I usually don't have a caffeinated tea, but because it is Friday and I have 2 streams, I made a caffeinated one today. The Wheezy emote says it all. That says it all. Me just being like, oh, did I go off on one? Oh, I did, didn't I? Oh no. Don't forget to direct message me when we have a confirmed date for the wedding, knowing me, I will miss out otherwise. We will. We will. We can only book it a week in advance. It is not this weekend. I think we were considering the weekend after, but we wanted to check availability. I can't remember what people's responses were to said availability. I can't remember if she pinned it. I don't think she did. No, she didn't. That's fine. Curls did make a post in the FF chat asking if people could do a set date. How many responses did we get to that? Yeah. Hypothetically, if the FF wedding occurred on Saturday the 18th, please react with emotes if you can attend. To which we got 5 positives and 2 negatives, which is a majority. So potentially that is the date we will go forward with, which means I've got a little over a week to find my outfit. Well, shit. Can I watch a stream for the wedding? Yeah, we'll do it in Discord. We'll do it in Discord. I'm not streaming it on Twitch, but we'll be in Discord. Special interest go brrr. It's been a long time since I got focused on something like this. I said to people, I got back on Tumblr. I opened up Tumblr again. That's how bad it is. I've been clean from Tumblr. I say like it was addiction. It was an addiction. That was why I stopped. I was clean from Tumblr for like 5 years. Because it was an addiction. I got to it used to be, I follow a lot of people on Tumblr because I follow lots of artists and comics and things like that, and my friends. But it was like doom scrolling today. It was like doom scrolling before people had invented the word doom scrolling. I would spend hours on Tumblr of my day. Just hours and hours. It was consuming my life, so I had to force myself to stop. I just like log out, don't do it again. But I became so desperate for digital circus content. I was like, I want to consume media. Let me consume media. And then I was like, I know where I can find it. I swore I would never go back. I logged back into Tumblr and immediately started reblogging a ton of digital circus content. Literally got a DM from Curls in Tumblr's DM system going, when the fuck did you get back here? And me being like, don't look at me. I live in shame. I would not miss your second wedding. Your first was training, but your second I have to be there for. Import wedding, I saw the Digital Circus VR world. Funnily enough, I have not done that yet. It's been in my brain of like, I need to go there. I have not done that yet though. Because I think part of me wants to go with friends, because otherwise it is going to be rather empty. But yeah, do you have your VR headset now, or is that in next week or something? I don't remember when you said you were getting the headset. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Oh. I'll never be anyone, and I'll never be anywhere but here. Spent a night in the woods to find direction. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Oh. I have VR. I am apparently getting core FB to. Wow, really? The full body training slimes will not be sent out to the 15th at the earliest, so if you need someone to post your models and photos, I will do my best. You're getting full body tracking?! I'm jealous. I'm not going to pretend I'm not jealous. You're getting full body tracking just, like, out of the gate? I'm not going to pretend I'm not jealous. God. I might be getting full body tracking at the end of the year because someone I know, I believe they backed a Kickstarter for some full body trackers, but they already have some. So they said to me, when they get their new trackers, I could potentially have their old trackers. But the Kickstarter isn't due to deliver until, like, Q4 this year. So I'm gonna be waiting a long time, if that is the case. Not like the crazy 10 trackers, but the base 6. Base 6 is still huge, though. And they're slimes, which is kind of neat. Because the ones I'll be getting secondhand, I think they're Vive trackers, so they'll be base station based, but I don't know if they're 2.0s or 3.0s. Which means I'm gonna have to do some setting up in my room. It means that I'm gonna have to set up base stations, which is gonna be a little bit of a problem, but I will work it out. It also means I probably will have to get rid of that table, because I have a table that has a glossy finish, and base station base trackers do not like things that are shiny, because base station trackers use, like, infrared beams to track the movement of the trackers, and if you've got glossy surfaces, then it reflects them and messes it up. So literally, the presence of that table could mean that the trackers don't function correctly. So, yeah. Wouldn't it be super helpful for your job, wouldn't it? It's a work need. Yeah, but even if... I appreciate the cutesy face hope. Even if it's a work need, I still need the money to pay for them! And as we established yesterday, I went into my overdraft yesterday, so I can't buy full body tracking. Just because it's a work expense, I still need to have the money to buy them. Sorry, that was needlessly irate. Going into my overdraft was stressful. Throne exists. I've already got stuff on Throne. Currently, I've got a new hard drive on there that I need. can at least write it off for your tax when you do get it. If I get it, not when. If. One of the hard parts of self-employment. Yeah. For those who missed it yesterday on stream, I got a notification from my bank saying that I'd gone into my overdraft because there was a bill that I forgot. So that was scary. I'd help, but I need money as well. I get it. I get it. Everyone needs money. The economy is in shambles. Everyone is struggling. I get it. It's fine. Everyone is struggling. Everything sucks. But we're doing our best. Yeah. It's not like the bank is going to come repo my home. Yeah. Bless him. I told Spook and he was immediately like, do you need me to send you money? I was like, no, I've covered it. It's fine. I do not need it, but thank you. I just need to get into a safe zone, which will take a while. Well, so do I, evidently. Because I went into my overdraft, so evidently I need to get into a safe zone again. A very lovely pretty girl said she would help you get on that, so it seems like that time is faster. That girl is so amazing, generous, and awesome and sweet. Cannot thank her enough. Aww, and sounds like you have a really awesome friend there. They sound like a super amazing person. You should make sure that you tell them regularly how loved and appreciated they are. I'm sure they have many people who care for them dearly because they're just, such a nice and lovely person to be around. And, whenever people see them, it makes their day brighter. And they're just, really happy to see them because they're just so nice and wonderful. Yeah, of course. We do be hacking. I'm not hacking, I just got a loud keyboard. I like a loud keyboard. The sounds make my brain go brr. I got a loud-ass keyboard and a loud-ass scroller. My computer'd be crunchy. Blue normally click, blue on the digital circus. I feel you should know something. What? You know how Hope is an absolute menace on party animals? Mm-hmm. I foresee where this conversation is going. You haven't seen her play golf? Well, I'm sure Hope is very reasonable when she plays golf. I'm sure she is, you know, just what's the phrase? A model of society? No, that's not it. Exemplary citizen, I'm sure. Not at all. What? Oh, I'm sure you're overreacting. Oh dear. Oh dear. I think that might be all of our spots. I got neaten up the end of the tail though. Firestorming nights, less thoughts of a life by candlelight. Inside, screaming satellite. Between the black and gray is no place for life to waste away. I'll take the road with our mistakes. Is serving Civ 4 candy. She is the very model of a modern Major General. Don't ask me to repeat the remainder of the lyricals. About binomial theorem, I am brimming with the lot of news, and men in the industry fast about the square of the hypotenuse. And that's the only bit I know. You never told me you were scary and evil. I am scared. Yeah, Hope likes to play with PvP on. You know what it's serving? It's serving Amy Rose. Sweet, petite, pink, massive hammer. I still like she had a crossbow in the UK comic. She did? That's fantastic. She deserves it. Good for her. Starlight Brigade. Starlight Brigade. It's still a shame to know that they did take Starlight Brigade to like various animation producers to pitch as a show, and no one wanted to take it up. That's a shame. Expecting Hope to actually start stalking me from afar like Batman. Oh, poor Den. I don't know who this girl is you and Hope are talking about. She sounds made up. No, I'm sure it's fine. Bear with me while I open up the ref sheet again just to double check the tail. But first, boy, it's time to bow. She kept making me take a bath because I was stinky. What? If you're an aquatic life form, aren't you always taking a bath? I'm not naturally aquatic, I'm also not naturally... aeratic? I don't know. Although being Eldritch, I'm not naturally anything. Now that I think about it, all life is aquatic, air is just loose water. Jesus. In party animals, I see, I see. Is this the new in Minecraft? In party animals? Why do I have a notification? Oh dear, a server I am in has apparently had a bot invade them. Hopefully a moderator cleans that up, because I'm not a moderator in that server. She grabbed her ass and tossed her in party animals. Yeah, in party animals. Oh. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Sneeze was coming, but scared it off. You could go too far down on these ones. Ah! How dare you? Wah. Such flatulence, such gas, oh my. 'Twas your intention? Oh dear. Did you end up having your tacos, Core? See, Den gets it now. Den gets it now. How very glib. Oh yeah, Cora, I got messaged by Curl. She watched back the VOD. She was not impressed with the pair of us falling off the edge. I had taco-related food. I might get proper tacos this weekend. Fair enough. Ugh, so many spots. If she wants us to be better as a guild leader, she should train us. No. No, we're not that kind of guild. Keep thinking back to when Curls heard Red the King in Yellow and Blue relates here. I said Carcosa is wonderful this time of year. Ah, yes. Wish I could have been there to see her face. I had a burrito crunch wrap, which is kind of like a flat taco. Interesting. But was it big? Was it a big flat taco? The cute fluffy butt reminds me of Honey. Oh, I miss Honey. And you. I miss everyone. I miss my wife, Tails. Oh, I understand I might see you at the weekend. Am I right in hearing that you're helping out Rosa? Nice. I am also helping. That means I can bring gifts! I can bring their gifts! Yay! I'm gonna forget them. Because I'm me. Can't participate until roughly 4:30, reviewing a house at 3. Ooh, well, I hope it goes well. Although it sounds like that means that things haven't gone well with your current place. So that's unfortunate. In preparation of the server reaching a state of limbo, I have left my final mark, which you can see in the thread. Fair enough, Sam. Yeah. It's lived its life. Minecraft servers always do. They have a lifespan. Can't force it. What is that? What is that? Is that a giant toilet? Why did you build it out of cobble? It's art, but why did you build it out of cobble? You could have at least built it out of, like, diorite or something. It's a masterpiece in the making, I see. We were told she's unwell, so her daughter is dealing with it, but this, of course, means nothing's been decided, so who knows? Oh, god damn it. Everything related to buying a house takes forever anyway, so that's unhelpful. You literally have to make a menace of yourself. You have to, like, call them every day. You have to make a menace of yourself. And it's infuriating because you have so much other things to do. So next week, boxing our belongings to put my mind at ease, so may borrow boxes if available. Absolutely, yeah. I'll mention it to Spook when he gets home, so that he can go up the loft and fetch the boxes down, because I will be going there by myself, because Spook is going with Stanji to help on their end. I am not going with them for that. So I'll need Spook to preemptively have them ready so that because I can load them in the car, they're just going to be empty boxes. It's just getting them down from the loft is a pain. So if he can get them down for me today and leave them in the living room, I can throw them in the car tomorrow, because I am going to be meeting people there. And then we're going back in our car. It's a masterpiece in the making, from the deepest of the earth, my final mark. Fair enough. Normally for Minecraft servers, we do a whole event for opening up the end, but, like, the interest has waned so rapidly on this one, I don't feel like there needs to be an event for it. I feel like I'm just going to say you can just go if you want to. But I feel like no one else is interested anymore. It's just, again, it's fine. These games always have a lifespan. I just like having something for the community to do. And, while it was popular, the community was a community, which was nice to see. I got a 20-piece nuggies, and one of them is, like, a giga nuggie, twice the size of a regular one. I doubt boxes will be available as we get there. They aren't going to unpack as soon as, so yours would be very helpful, thank you. Hey. Yes, we can. And we got some decent ones as well, because I seem to recall that Stangy did a Stangy when we were like, uh-oh, we need boxes for moving, we'll have to ask around. He then turned up a week later, we were like, hey, I bought you some boxes. So they're like decent boxes. And we tried to keep them in good shape. So thick. Sounds like two got stuck together, it sounds like. There's a lot of games that came out and the two we hyper-focused died, yeah. I think, yeah, it was probably a little bit bad timing of a lot of other games came out. It's more like 4 times, I suppose, because it's twice as long and twice as thick. Jesus. I'm excited for those two to live together, though. I know, same. I'm very excited for them. And we're gonna have more friends to be closer. Game nights just got bigger. I'm taking full credit for introducing them. Nice. Did you know I introduced Frog and Bass? Me and Den are the matchmakers. You'll bring honor to us all. Am I getting lost in the source chat? Be honest. Am I spending too much time being fiddly with these? I want them to look good. Sitting here single and waiting. Well, move to England. That's step 1. Being married to everyone is kind of matchmaking, I guess. Step 1 is move to England. To a save. Nah, I like my microplastics, but we got microplastics here. Don't worry, Cora, as soon as we find Stanchion Nera and her wife, we'll move on to you. Jesus. Oh god, they're still going. Sorry, the Discord server that has a bot spamming them still has a bot spamming them because there are no moderators online. Absolutely zero moderators online. Is there a mod role? I don't even know if there's a mod role. There isn't a mod role that I can add. Wow. RIP. Just gotta wait for the server owner to wake up. That's kind of annoying. Mute the... I mean, I already have the server muted, but because it's like a bot, they're like, you know, spamming mentions and stuff, and I don't want to mute mentions because I like to see the news. God damn it. Some of us would volunteer to be a mod, you know. It's not my server. It's just a Discord server I'm in. It's a Discord server for just an unrelated thing. But there's no moderators to deal with that bot, so I just guess I'm just gonna have to mute the shit out of that server for a day. Not my server. Well, unfortunately these things happen and then you learn once, and maybe now they'll actually get some moderators. Because it happened to me! Something happens and you go, oh shit. Pathetic. Poor unfortunate souls in pain, in need. You know, let's make that a black mask. A white mask, sorry. Make that a white mask. I like how we zoomed in on this one initially, and this spot I've immediately gone, no. No. That's not... Oh, the men up there don't like a lot of blabber. They think gossips is a bore. On land, it's much preferred for ladies not to say a word. It's she who holds her tongue who gets a man. Come on, you poor unfortunate souls. Better get on with some work, I guess, yeah. Come on, 1 hour left. You can do it. I believe in you. I might go have a bathroom break real quick, since I got an hour left. Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go bathroom. I'll be back in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Ah! Hi, I return. With how many people Blue's married to, that's very low end. To be clear, I'm one of the few not married to her myself, so lol. I keep telling you, just wait. Just you wait, just you wait. Ba, 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 ba. You'll never take me alive, copper. Nah. Anyway. Oop, they've clipped inside the beam. There we go. Yeah, putting the white on made me realise I need to maybe finalise the stripes a bit more before I try to finalise the spots. Although I suppose before I finalise the stripes and spots, I should finalise this edge. There's an ad that's going to start in a few minutes, by the way. Once again, I forgot to run the ad when I went for a break. I gotta remember to do that. I've got to copy the link to the animator analysis. It's too far back. Would you mind posting it again? Sure. Give me one moment. Videos. He also did analysis of Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel, which I may end up watching as well. Because these are good background noise videos, you know? Here you go. The one good thing about being subbed to Daddy Bezos is I don't get ads. Stop calling him that! Here you go. Doctor, doctor, is there something wrong with me? What do you see? Bleh. Shoves face into plushie. It's a good thing I haven't got the face tracker on, because it would be freaking out at the moment. Sometimes you just gotta bury your face in a plushie. You know? Sometimes it's like that. Bleh. Okay. Drink water. Thank you. What do you see? Dr. Doctor, is there something wrong with me? You're under the NHS so I can tell you in about 2 years. Ain't that the truth? I've been waiting 2 years and I haven't heard anything. I'm probably never going to hear anything. That's probably the truth, isn't it? I filled in a form for an ADHD diagnosis 2 years ago. They said the waiting list was 2 years. I'm probably not going to hear back from that. I'm not going to get an answer. I'm going to have to go private if I want an answer, which I don't have the money for. I forgot I copied that. Let's see if I can get the ADHD treatment before Blue does. Jesus Christ. I copied the Ultra Ball command for ease. Valid. I have a hotkey for it. And even then, I still don't always use it. At least I have 1.5 years for that. But at least, yeah. Unfortunately, the average is 5 years. Cool. Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like, well, it's been 2 years, so what do? Do I contact someone? Feels like there's no point. I feel like I'd be wasting my time. I'm currently playing Asphalt and leaving the stream as background noise, and holy shit, either I'm too good or the others are complete garbage. Hey, give yourself some credit. I heard a lot longer, yikes. That sure is a name, but thank you for the follow. That's just a bunch of numbers, but okay. That was my phone. Thank you for following. Some saying excess of blah blah years because it's so long it would be off-putting. Yikes. Yeah. 13 is good. Okay. Why the numbers? If you don't mind me asking. Check it definitely got sent, because I have a friend who did the same, and it turns out the GP never sent it. Oh my god. Cool. 13 Sixes is my OC's name, and I like being weird and mysterious. Oh, fair enough. I knew someone who had an OC that was called 42. So, fair. The GP, oops. Oopsies, oopsies. Number name supremacy. The number in my name is to do with my birthday, but it's not my character. Though, funnily enough, in that same person who had the number 42, there was like, because it was like an RP server that I was on. There was like an in-universe reason that their name was 42. So we had an AU, and in that AU, my character's name was 09, of like, oh, this is the AU version where she has a number name instead. So that was just a fun thing. Not canon. This is looking fantastic, by the way. Thank you. Let me zoom out just a sec. Let me get this a little bit of fur done. The spots aren't meant to be that colour, they're just that colour for visibility. Wow, this has been a lot of work. There's a helicopter that keeps flying around. They're looking for you, Growlithe. They're looking for you. You thought you could get away, but not forever. I definitely didn't open a new Tumblr account, and I definitely didn't follow Blue immediately. Well, thanks, Hope. I hope you enjoyed the Digital Circus spam. That's all I've posted since I got back into Tumblr. I get that. I have colour vision problems, so I always mark out my textures first. Fair, fair. Even without colour problems, it can just help to make things a more visible colour when you're working on them, and then change them to the colour they're meant to be. Because these spots are meant to be the same colour as the stripes, but I was about to line the stripes, and I was like, I need to be able to see them. So I changed the spot colour. I could turn the spots off, but I want to see where they're intersecting. So making them a different colour is just better. I might send some of the multiplayer results in the Game Challenge Discord, feel free. I know that's, oh, hey up. Oh no, what layer are you on? What layer are you on? Stripes. It's on the stripe layer. Be gone. Titty pixel. It's a beauty spot, thank you. Wrong one. You know what? Fine. Fine, you can have that. I don't know when that happened, but you can have it. What layer am I on? The strongest, the song of our people. Mm-hmm. There you go. Bingo point for being on the wrong layer. Okay, I think that tuft is slightly too small to be noticeable. You can see that I'm like trying to get some of the tufts in between the stripes. I think this one needs to be a bit bigger. God. So now I've got to think about calling up my GP to be like, hey, you remember that form I filled in 2 years ago? Did you send it? Or is that a bit rude to just be like, did you send it? Just be like, can I just check if there's been any updates? Is that the politer thing to say? Hi, can I just check if there's been any updates on the form that I filled in 2 years ago? I think I'm being fairly reasonable about bingo. To be fair, you are. I'm just doing a bit. You are pretty reasonable when it comes to bingo. Hates me. I can tap the sign again. It will make me tap the sign twice in 2 weeks. I could have bought up Bringo already, but I haven't brought it up. Yeah, it's fine. Ask for updates, because if they send it off, they will email them, and if not, tell you and send it off and ask for it to hopefully be backdated. Okay. God. The funny thing is, though, I'm trying to get an ADHD diagnosis. So what's going to happen is, I'm going to forget. Because I probably have ADHD. Cries. And in 3 weeks' time, you're going to be like, hey, Blue, did you ever call the GP about checking out your diagnosis? And I'm going to go, fuck! I forgot to fill in my meds for ADHD health form for a while. Oh dear. Sound effect here. I had a realization yesterday when I was thinking about that. Maybe I should steal one of the sound effects from the Digital Circus, since I'm so obsessed with it. Because they do they do that as well. But they use a couple. They use a couple of effects. But since I was looking for a sound effect to censor swears, that wasn't just a censor beep. I did have that thought. I just punched the door not intentionally. Oh no! Oh no! How's the hand? I was doing jumping jacks, but apparently too close. It was just a shock. Fair. Fair enough. Imagine that shock when you do it when you have a VR headset on. When you're not aware that you're like slightly too close to your wall and you don't hit it hard, but you hit it. That's like a jump scare of you hit a thing that you didn't see. That like shocks your body of just like, ugh. Thunk. Yep. Yeah, I said that I would come up with like potential alternate ideas for a sensor sound effect for me because I wanted something that was like I wanted it to be something semi unique to me, but like from something so that it's like people who know it would recognize it. But I couldn't. It's like, as you guys know, because a lot of you were there, I couldn't find anything. I've yet to find something that quite ticks the boxes. Like the Okami bark was the closest I got, but when I listened to it, I was like, it might be the bark might be slightly too generic. Of people might just think it's just a bark sound effect. So, ooh, I just had an idea. Bear with me a moment. Maybe not. My brain went, what if we use the Arcanine sound effect? No, it doesn't have the same. It doesn't have the feeling that I'm after. That arbitrary thing that we love to describe, the vibes. The vibes are not correct. Feline meow, no. Because if you, the thing as well is that if you hear the sound effect, it doesn't scream sensor, you know. It doesn't scream that that's what it's doing. I think that's why the Okami bark I was also not sold on. I think that's what I mean by vibes, you know? It's such a. My brain is being very awkward about it. Like, it has to sound like like it is a sound effect for censoring something, but I don't want to just use the sensor beep. I'm gonna have to disappear. Bye-ish. Blue, a little question you may answer to in DMs. Oh, a question for me. I'm waiting. You're hitting a ball from the ground with angles 75 and 15 degrees off the ground with no air resistant conditions, which would progress furthest before they hit the ground. Why are you asking me a maths problem? I don't know. The. The. Uh, I don't know. The 75 one. I guess. You locking that in? Are you trying to break the lid? I guess I'm not good at maths. I guess the 75 one. Because there's no air resistance. Because it said just progress the furthest, so I guess the 75 one would go up and then down, whereas the 15 one is mostly just gonna go down because it's closer to the ground. I guess. Unless this is one of those brain teasers where you've pulled some sort of like trick on me because I didn't say that it was going to be this. I guess. Hi, Rissa. How's things? I assume 15 would go further, but 75 would go. Oh yeah, fair. Oh, good. What about you? I'm doing alright. Depends on the metric of the process. Oh, wait, we can test. Stream avatars isn't up. Yeah, no, I have to have everything turned off because Substance Pain is a bitch. Hi, Vars. I want to see how many peeps react to this information. New Rhythm Heaven this July 22nd. Ooh. Hope would probably be interested in that. And my friend Nerin, also known as Gelatinous, would also be interested in that, I imagine. Were we supposed to waste away? Throw that stuff away. All I'm taking with me now is a blank slate. 'Cause these days are too short to live a whole life through in this landlocked heart with you. This landlocked heart with you. Excuse me. Sorry, that one snuck up on me. Bleh. Very likely be my first Rhythm Heaven, not my first Rhythm Heaven S game, because Melatonin, I did play a demo for bits and bobs. Okay. If you're into rhythm games, I'm sure Hope can recommend several. Ugh. The answer to the problem is they'd hit the ground at the same place, usually. Okay. Ugh, thank you, everyone. There's like zero Rhythm Heaven likes other than those two. It's, yeah, if you want Rhythm Heaven specifically, then I don't know, but there's plenty of rhythm-based games. Let's fucking go. Boop. And they got to go, so come and get him now. I can't perceive you. My boys are otherwise engaged. Got a tiny little itty bitty body and I hate it. Oh, God damn it. My brain was like, this doesn't matter, you can't see it because it's covered by the tail. It's not covered by the tail. You probably still won't see it because of where it is, but it's not covered by the tail. That was a loud noise. Oh, Spook coming home. In golf, there are aerodynamics involved with air, so it would change a few things, yeah. Oh, Foz won bingo, lol. Hello. Oh, you alright? Okay. You fine being on the floor? Or... Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Do you want a chair or you fine just down there? Okay. Oh dear, has it been a bad day?
Just tired.
Okay. Rift has Undertale DLC, yes. I'm sure you're very normal about it. Oh yeah, I need to fix this part of the tail still.
I was surprised that I didn't find a Tonberry this morning.
I haven't found him.
Very
Still.
good. Very good.
I found him the first time when I was like, I give up. And you said you need to think outside the box. I found him then. I've expanded my search and I still can't find him.
I went back to simpler routes this time.
Simpler routes, okay.
Keep looking.
I'll have to keep looking. Yep. This is the first time in the week. We've been doing it for a week now. Yeah. I have not found the Tonberry.
You have to shout out some suggestions, chat.
That adds a bit more depth. Your phone is ringing. Now that someone else's one, can I mention vocal stim? Yeah, I suppose. The problem with vocal stim is this is one of those ones where it's like, I probably did do it and didn't notice it because vocal stimming be like that. I probably did a stim and didn't notice because that's kind of what stimming is. Which example of vocal stimming are you going off this time? Oh look, it's Everhood music. Oop. Okay, slight freeze. One of those things where it's like when you just see it, you don't notice it, but when you turn it off, you notice that it's missing. Okay, so now that that bit's done, we can go through and refine our stripes a bit more. The reaction to Lahi, technically, but there have been a few others this week. You know I don't count Lahi. I'm not going to count Lahi because you provoke that with money. I do not want Bingo to be paid to win. But I would acknowledge... You okay? That was loud. You came into my room!
If someone pays for Lahi and you can't control yourself and have to join in, that's on you.
I like how you say someone, it's always Core.
Is Core not a someone? Or is it a something?
That depends on Core.
Chat's still not helping you with finding Tonberry. Have you named him?
No, he doesn't have a name yet. I told them the story about the Tonberry. No, we haven't had any suggestions. Although I've tried all of the suggestions that they gave the last time I couldn't find him.
Feel a little bit.
Someone get this woman some biscuits! Why is it always biscuits for you, Dan? It's always biscuits. I feel like you're constantly asking me for biscuits. No, it's not, weirdly. I don't want any biscuits. I had a slice of cake earlier.
Anyway, it's not Blue you need to be messaging about biscuits, it's me. I'm the one who brings her biscuits.
That's true. Spook's the one that brings me biscuits. Because you're a bad influence.
We have biscuits. You just didn't message me. If you messaged me and said when you get home, take Blue up a cup of tea and some biscuits, I would have done.
Because Spook has no integrity. He's like, I'll sway the bingo results. I'm bringing you a pack of custard creams. Again, this is what Spook's saying of like, I'm the opposite of Spook, as he is literally sat there on my floor eating sweets. We have so many sweets and snacks in the house, I don't eat them.
This is medicinal.
If you want medicinal sweets, I'll get you some Fisherman Friends.
No, Haribo's are good. It literally says on the packet, love, look, kids and grown-ups love it, so family pack. Oh wait,
How many have you eaten?
probably too many.
And you sit there wondering why you feel ill today.
I've been a good worker today.
I do believe that. You are a good worker. I feel like this is a thing that is literally only me because everyone seems flabbergasted by it. I don't snack on sweet things a lot. I've got 2 Easter eggs on my desk and I've not eaten them. I'm probably going to continue to not eat them for another week.
Aren't those Easter eggs from last year?
No. Not that bad.
Aren't those chocolates from Christmas?
Yes. I am that bad. I snack when we have board games because generally when we have board games we don't have like lunch. We tend to skip lunch in favor of just snacking.
You snack on crisps.
I do like snacking on crisps. I'm more of a crisp snacker than a sweet snacker. But even so, I still restrain myself. Because it seems like a lot of the times when you say, I'm going to have a bag of crisps, you actually have 2. I always have 1.
I mean, I didn't technically lie.
No, you didn't lie. But
I said I'm going to have a packet of crisps. I did, and then I just didn't tell you about the other one.
I didn't accuse you of lying. I didn't accuse you of lying. Technically Spook won with money because he bought the tea and biscuits. Well, we've established that Spook just cheats.
That was strategic. I assessed the situation, formulated a plan, executed it perfectly, and I won.
Now it doesn't matter because everyone else has won.
Don't matter. I'll go down in history
as the one who cheated.
It's like Julius Caesar, like the very first one. Like I conquered a lot, and then anyone after me, I have now set the benchmark.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, since you made such a wonderful example, how did Julius Caesar's story end?
Well, you see, that is also where I win, is that I keep my friends far apart. I learn, you see. Yeah.
I'm free, BRB needs a cuddle honey. Valid. Valid.
I'm going for a shower.
Oh, okay. Enjoy your shower. So we've got the pie left over from yesterday. We're out. We just walked into the door. We're out of garlic bread. Do you want garlic bread? No? Do you want anything with it? Because it's not the portions aren't the biggest. Or would you
have something smaller, and if I want something else, I'll have something.
Okay, we'll leave it then. Bye. Enjoy your shower. Since I don't have to prep dinner, I'm probably going to keep working a little bit because I've got all the work to do. I got bills. I gotta pay. Ugh. My nose keeps itching like I'm gonna sneeze again. Thank you, Carls, for making the actual event for golf tonight, because even though I decided we were doing golf a week ago, I actually forgot about doing that. I lived, bitch. Hi, Carls. Ugh. I knew you would when you made the post with all the dates. Yeah. I can't win, can I? Even when I pre-plan, I forget. Yes, there's been an event today. I was like, that's ticked a box in her brain. Mm-hmm. My brother's like, the box has been ticked. It's been decided. It's done. The box has been ticked. Whoops. Whoopsie poopsie. Ugh. Bah. This is why Cole's his #1 wife. It's also why she's head mod. Bleh. Right, I'm getting my antisocial hours in before the madness on the course fuckers. Bye, Curls. I'm supposed to be getting in extra work hours while Spook's in the shower because dinner has been prepped. So I don't have to cook. But I probably should have some time off stream. Fridays be Fridaying. She's been and gone, I'm afraid. I think she's already left us. What are you even saying? I'm the loser of the game you didn't know you were playing. This time I get to win. I didn't do it last year, but I did do it the year before. I might have to put up the tip jar for Confuzzled. Because otherwise, I may not be able to buy food while I'm there. If there's an event, this might be a good place to stop. I'll go to 1:30. Give me another 10 minutes. I'm not your mom, go for it, just checking in. I appreciate it. I literally said earlier on stream how I am a big sufferer of time blindness. Like, that sure is one of my big traits. I forgot to tell you I got a new mount in FF. Ooh, what did you get? Oh, the Lunar Kamui. Nice. Did you get it from the Moogle? Because, yeah, I imagine you've gotten some Moogle currency now. I mean, you'll have gotten some from doing the prey runs and stuff. It's pretty, isn't it? If you can, try and get the dragon. I know it's more expensive, but it's harder to get. It's called the Guiber. Is it Emerald, this one? Emerald Guiber? But the wolves are pretty. They come in different colours. I've got the full set. Dragon, yeah, it's the one that costs 50. I wouldn't be surprised if people are around for more Moogle stuff this weekend. If you see people saying that they're going to be down for Moogling or Moogle stuff, they mean the event that is currently happening. Which is what those that currency. I saw the Thunder Force thing, but not the dragon. Yeah, the dragon's at the top because it costs more, because they organise it by price. So the wolf and the unicorn are both 30, the dragon is 50, because it's harder to get. Because you can get them outside of the Moogle event, but the Moogle event is definitely easier. But yeah, there are 6 wolves? There are 6 different colours of wolves, and if you get all 6, you then get the 9-tailed fox. Which, it actually is not the 9-tailed fox, it's called the cube. I don't think it actually... Does it actually have 9 tails? It doesn't, does it? But yeah, if you're queuing for dungeons in the Duty Finder and they have a little Moogle head next to them, a little white face, that means that you'll get Moogle currency for it as part of the event. And Praetorum famously gives you a decent amount because it's such a long dungeon. That's why I was saying, like, people used to farm this for Moogle stones, because even though it took forever, it gave you, like, a high amount of them. Need to go grind the last one. I've gotten the dragon and the emote from the Moogle event, which were like my 2 main ones. I mainly just wanted the dragon because I already had the wolves. I already have all the wolves. But I don't know if there's anything else I'm after. Emote? Yeah, there's a book that's called Ballroom Etiquette, Fear and Loathing, I think, which is an emote. I think anything that's a book that says Ballroom Etiquette is an emote. There's in these Moogle events, there's always mounts, there's always an emote, there's always some gear, there's always an earring, and it's basically what you feel like getting. Basically, there's a lot. There's also a thing called the Mogpendium, which is like for the event, which will have it gives you it tells you a list of all of the stuff that you can do to get Moogle currency, and then you also have a weekly quest, and then you also have a what they call the Ultimog, which is like a quest for the whole event, and they give you loads as well. So the weekly can give you like 20 stones, I think. So if you catch someone online, they can probably show you where to find that book. It's just in your menus, but I can't remember where in the menus it is. And if you open it and find out what your weekly is, you can invariably find someone to help you do the weekly. Core helped me do my weekly on stream yesterday. with slapstick levels of success. I got both doggos, the dragon, and the earring. I don't go in for earrings. I don't collect the earrings because I never notice earrings, frankly. I haven't paid attention to what earring I've been wearing for pretty much the entirety of the game. The only time I even look at my earring is when I'm checking my gear score. But for people who are big into fashion, it's whatever. It's just like any MMO. It's like you have things that you collect. Like I'm a mount collector, so I like to go get mounts. Wah. Just when you thought we were all done with the spots, we had stripes to do. Oh, I love this song. Was the fire in his eyes and the spirit of 1,000 ghosts. See, Frog can give you all the info. Don't ask me for FF information, because I never pay attention. Never let go. I got the earring because my gatherer professions could use glamour love. Oh boy. Don't look at mine. Did I say I was thinking of picking up Minor solely so I could give it to my retainer? Because apparently the most optimal like retainer setup is to have a gatherer and a combat person. optimal in quotation marks. It's an MMO. You don't have to do anything optimal if you don't want to. It's a happy accident. I'm going to leave that there. Okay, let me do this stripe and then I will head off for now. I got the most important thing, the aesthetician, yes. You can have haircuts. Because there are unlockable hairstyles. There's also a hairstyle in the Moogle event. A lot of the rewards from the Moogle event are rather good this year due to the gacha-heavy nature of how to obtain them. The Lightning Horse, for example, is an absolute bargain. Yeah, even though I did get him like the way you're supposed to get him, I believe, which was unlikely, that one is a bargain. If you're a mount collector, of course. Because, there is also just the realistic thing of like, hey, if it's a mount that you don't like and you're not going to use, don't spend the currency on it. There's other things you can buy. Like that one time there was a mech or something one of the years, and I was like, I don't like mechs, so I just didn't buy it. Praetor and Poplar VRC for golf. Enjoy Prey! Go make a cup of tea when the elevator cutscene happens. And enjoy Sid and Nero's domestic. Correct reaction, yeah. Right, yeah, there's time for me to end stream so I can spend at least a little bit of time away from the computer. So I'll see you in 2.5 hours now. Yeah, 2.5 hours now. So I'll see you then. We're going to be playing this Super Battle Golf that everyone has been playing. I've never played it before. So that should be a good time. And yeah. Happy with how this is going. We're at the stage where it's like when you compare them, it looks like not a lot has changed because we're starting to get into like tiny details of I finished the spots, which is a big one. and we've started refining the stripes. I refined the belly fur and also put minute shading on it, which is making it pop a little bit more, as I like to do. So yeah, good progress is being made. Good progress is being made. Just a very detailed texture, so taking a while. Like, I haven't detailed the hair yet. This is just a very rough slap some color on it so I can visualize how it's going to look. So yeah, same with like the face. Could do with detailing and shading the face a bit more. So still a lot to do. Still a few weeks work on this probably. Yeah, I did do some Unity setup on this. I'm frustrated that I haven't been able to sort out the normals on this bit of tail fluff. I have tried every single guide and tutorial I can find, and none of them have worked. Part of me is wondering if it's a bug with my version of Blender, and if I should try using a different version, which might be the thing I try next, I don't know. But if I do, that'll be something I do off stream. Bleh. Right. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I will see you guys later. Turn that layer off. Yeah, a bit more of a look of how it's actually gonna look. Kiss! Kiss, kiss! Right, see you guys later. I should be 3D again, so look forward to that. I'll see you soon. If not, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your weekend, whatever you get up to. As a reminder, there is a very high chance there will not be a stream on Sunday, so don't be surprised if you do not see anything. So bear that in mind. I will see you when I see you. Bye!